Hello. Today I will be giving you my informative speech. I will be informing on why I hold the belief that school systems have dress codes that are sexist towards women. The dress codes in our society are widely based on women's clothing, and we all know that the clothing mentioned in them are clothes usually not worn by men. And when I say usually, I mean very, very rarely. These dress codes are targeting women based on their clothing. Throughout my speech, I will state many reasons why I hold the beliefs that the dress codes are unfair towards women, and why I think that the dress codes, not just the ones in schools, are set by men, mainly because they cannot control their sexual desires. My reasons for my beliefs include, obviously, number 1, sexual attraction getting in the way of equality. Number 2, the belief that the school system has that somehow our ability to learn is somehow compromised by the clothes that we wear. And finally, the fact that what the school refers to as a distraction really is not distracting anyone. My first example will be about the leggings. According to Scholastic, in Illinois, leggings and yoga pants have been banned because they pose too distracting towards boys. The last time I checked, my leggings weren't distracting anyone and were not impairing anyone's ability to stay focused in the classroom. Apparently, it is acceptable to punish girls based on the behaviors of boys. We have to sacrifice our comfort because it's a distraction. I happen to think that leggings and yoga pants are very modest. I am wearing leggings right now. You cannot see it, but I happen to think that comfort is not distracting, especially in comparison to many types of clothing on the market today. How can you tell me that a low-cut shirt and shorts, as long as they reach the fingertips when your hands are hanging at your side, are more acceptable than what I'm wearing now, which is a long-sleeve t-shirt and leggings? My next point will be inconsistent disciplinary actions. According to Maggie Sinceri in her interview by The Atlantic, she has never seen a boy punished for dress code violations, even though they have broken the rules. She can say that very rarely boys are punished for dress codes, and so can I. So, school systems judge girls mostly based on clothing and any other organization except for churches, and even then, churches just ask for modesty in our dress, which I happen to think most of the girls do dress modestly. Now, I didn't say all. Some of them do intentionally break the dress code, but I think girls do a pretty good job of being modest, for the most part. I think I would agree that dress code discipline at schools are unfair because they target the women. Like I've just explained, dress codes are very unfair towards women. What I'm wearing right now in Illinois would be considered unacceptable, which I still don't understand that. My last point is that our clothing is for us to display our personality on the outside. This is a very important detail. Your clothes really show who you are. Clothing can let people know who you are on the inside. So, what right does the school have to take away our ability to be ourselves? Clothes are a statement for women. Also for men. The men don't get judged as harshly on their clothing as women do. Our clothes are a part of who we are. So how are our clothes unacceptable when we are only trying to show you who we are? I think that we need to push for the change in our schools. The board is always wanting our schools to be less sexist and less racist, more accepting to people. So I think dress code may be a pretty good place to start. So I have given you many reasons why I hold my belief. You don't have to agree with me, but I think the reasons I've given might make you agree. So I would like to end by saying that obviously it's up to you if you agree, and I'm sure you have encountered these things before, and it won't be the last time. That's for sure. Everyone you see wears clothes, and whether you believe it or not, the clothes they wear really can tell you a lot about them. So, thank you for listening to my rant. It really is a rant because when I get started, it's hard for me to stop. And this topic is really something that gets to me. I think that we should be able to wear what we want as long as it's within reason. I think my clothes are very modest, but somehow the school proves me wrong by using their little loopholes, saying that my leggings are distracting towards men. I've only gotten compliments on my clothes. They are very comfortable. That's who I am. I wear clothes that make me feel comfortable. So the sexism in our schools and in our country, it will probably never end. But hopefully it will. But having sexism in our dress code is pretty pathetic. I don't think it should be criticized as much as it is. So, think about it.